Excuse me for a second. Oh, I'm dead. Still alive? Come on, stop ticking. Stop ticking. Stop ticking. Oh. Welcome back. Back on some Elden Ring. And in this video, we are going to see if we can beat Elden Ring using only boss and named NPC weapons. The rules are simple. I'm only allowed to use a weapon that drops from a boss or an NPC, and then when I kill the next boss, I have to switch to the weapon that they drop me. This is going to get very tricky, very fast. After creating our character, we leave the Chapel of Anticipation to anticipate our death to the Scion. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. After waking up from sleepy time, I have the sudden urge to go on a quest to become the Elden Lord. So we make our way out to Limgrave to visit the second best girl. Ronnie is the best girl, don't at me. Give me my horse. After getting Torrent, we make our way to our first weapon. Can you guess what it is? It's the Discount Rivers of Blood. And yes, Yura helped me. After getting the Reduvia, I realize I don't have enough money to buy power for it. So we make our way up north to visit a fine knight atop his steed to ask for free money. And when he declines, we just make him fall off the map and steal it anyways. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it worked. So, moving on. After leveling up, we visit the Big Money Dragon and slay it, fair and square. Then we grab one half of the Dectus Medallion and Radagon's Soresil. On our way to grab the other half of the medallion, I stopped to grab the Axe Talisman, because why not? And then I went down south to grab the Turtle Shield to boost my stamina regen so that I will never stop swinging. Just kidding, it's not that strong. On our way to level up the Reduvia, I figured that I might as well go ahead and grab the Academy key from this nerd, and then I'm going to do what he didn't and run away. Once we make it to EG, I am able to get the Reduvia to +2 because I really want to save the Somber 3 and 4 for later. Now that we have all of our gear, it is time to give our good friend Margaret a visit, and I think we all know how this is going to go. Easy enough. Since Margaret doesn't drop a weapon, we still get to use the Reduvia against Godric the Gunner, and I was able to put him down before he could get too handsy with me. Huh, you see what I did there? Hands, because he's grafted. Okay, I'll leave now. With Godric out of the way, it is time for our next weapon. So I take his remembrance to the Finger Lady and get his axe. But there's just one problem. I can't use it with my current stats. So I went and grabbed the Strength tier and the Dex tier, which boost both by 10 for 3 minutes, which is enough for me to use Godric's axe. Also, I forgot to record myself grabbing the 2 tiers. I plead oopsie daisy. Time to school some nerds. While I was here, I figured I would go ahead and grab the Carrion Knight armor since it's an easy set to get. Plus, I figure I'm just going to need some armor pretty soon anyways. My timing on the Red Wolf's attacks were pretty bad for some reason, so it took a few attempts, but I eventually took it down. I thought that Moongrim was going to be a problem for me since he parries like every single melee attack, but then I remembered that I Command Thee Kneel is an NPC's worst nightmare. With Moongrim out of the way, we can finally take on Rennala, Queen of Feet. And also Ronnie's mother. Hopefully the best girl won't be mad at us for fighting her. This fight was going pretty well for the first try, until it wasn't, because my physic tiers ran out and my damage became doo-doo. So the second time, I just had to beat her in under 3 minutes. And that is exactly what I did. Since you don't have to kill her foot worshippers to break the orb she is in, I waited to use the physic until after the first 3 had been dealt with. And then she went down. Now that Rennala is defeated, we can go ahead and grab our next weapon. I sure hope it's good. Lucky for me, I had a plan. I'm gonna go kill Edgar to get his +8 halberd. But there's just one problem. I have to fight the Misbegotten before Edgar will drop the halberd. So let's see how this staff does.
What? What the fuck?
Congratulations, Edgar. You have been promoted to main character. Wow, look at that. Edgar did great as the main character. Thank you so much for your halberd. Well, now that that's over, I guess we should just head to Alta's Plateau. And since we're here, let's go ahead and grab a side of grace. And then it will be time for
The Radon Festival!
You know, I really thought Radon would be easy with this weapon, but no, he was not. But then, after a few deaths and one really close attempt, Radon finally went down. Boom! Finally! With Radon defeated, it is time to grab his weapon and then make our way towards the Draconic Tree Sentinel. And he wasn't too bad, is what I would say if my stubborn ass would have upgraded these great swords higher than +3. So after dying way too many times, I went ahead and put 3 more levels into Radon's swords and said fuck the Ash of War, then proceeded to make the Tree Sentinel wish it wasn't on guard duty. After getting the Dragon Great Claw, it was time to take on Godfrey, who I think I know the best out of any other boss because his moves are just so easy to read. So I figure this would be pretty easy. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyways, after that failed attempt, he went down easy peasy. Since Godfrey doesn't drop a weapon, I figured I'd just go ahead and fight Morgott with the Dragon Great Claw. And let me just say, this shit wasn't easy. I didn't realize how fast Morgott is, so it just took me a while to figure out when I was able to bonk him with this trash ass weapon. I definitely struggled a lot with timing during this fight because some of his attacks are lightning fast, while others are more delayed than me doing a DLC challenge run, which I'm hoping will happen soon. Okay. Oh! Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to get one hit there. Anyways, after dying a lot, I finally got a pretty good run after learning his moves because I fought him for a couple of hours. Oh my god, finally. Woo! This weapon sucks. With Morgott defeated and Melina gracing us with her presence once more, we make our way to Nokron because I can't use Morgott's weapon. So it's time for a respec. Time to fight myself. I figure that I might as well go ahead and fight the Mimic Tear since I'm down here. Plus it drops 2 larval tears. Well, this is going to take a while. Oh, that took forever. You don't drop a weapon, do you? Nope. Okay, so now we go and respec. And here are the new stats. Good enough to wield the weapon. I just have to drink my flask and then I'll have enough dex and then we are good to fight. Woo! Now that we can use Morgott's weapon, it's time to run a marathon to the Fire Giant. This is my least favorite part of the game, especially because my dumbass can't just run past stuff. So this happens.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so this time we're just gonna run and not try to attack anything. And even by doing that, it still takes me 15 minutes to make it to the Fire Giant. 15 whole minutes. Just riding my horse and skipping enemies. I hate this run. It's insane. But after what felt like an eternity, we made it. And once again, I made this fight much harder than it needed to be. So like I said, when I respec, I made it so I could use Morgoth's weapon when I use my physic. And that gives me about 3 minutes to beat the fire giant. And that is completely doable if he didn't stop, drop, and roll every 5 seconds and waste my time. No, don't do this running stuff. I don't have time for that. I've got 3 minutes. Even with all of the running away he does, I did have a few good runs where I almost had him, but was cutting it close, or I would run out of time. So I thought this strat wasn't very viable. Damn it. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, wow. I didn't realize he let those out. Oh, I didn't realize he turned that fast. So I went and respec'd again so that I didn't have to worry about the time limit. And guess what? It worked, and the fire giant was defeated. And it only took 1 attempt. So close. On phase 2 transition. He's dead. It's crazy what happens when you can actually use the damn weapon and you don't have a time limit. Now it's time to go and get the fire giant's weapon, and shit, I'm gonna have to respec again. So after doing that, it's time to level it up, and I'm out of somber stones. Well, since I've run out of somber 3s and 4s from EG, it's time to go collect the bell bearings for it. Oh, is this the boss room already? There we go. Now that the whip is leveled up, it's time to go grab the next weapon, because I am not using this thing against the Godskin Duo or Malekith. Oh my gosh. Easy enough. Since we have the Rivers of Blood now, I decided to go ahead and grab the Lord of Blood's Exaltation so that I can get a little damage boost when I proc bleed. Now that we are set up, it's time to say goodbye to the second best girl. And then, after a little bit of sleepy time, we find ourselves waking up in Ohio. So after dodging all of the occupants and swerving a drunk dragon, we grab a somber bell bearing and level the Rivers of Blood some more. Now it is time for the Godskin Duo, and I told myself that I wasn't going to use sleep pots on them because I shouldn't need them. Okay, so it didn't take me long to change my mind about the sleep pots. With the gank team out of the way, it's time to fight Malekith. And I still get to use the Rivers of Blood since they didn't drop me a weapon. Honestly, I think the fight with Malekith is pretty top tier because just like Godfrey, his moves are kind of easy to read and they're fun to dodge through, but that's just Malekith. Beast Clergyman, on the other hand, is a whole bitch because he has the absolute worst hitbox I have ever seen. Also, I don't know what was happening my first few times on Malekith, but I could not get the timing down. Like, I was goofing big time. So it took a few tries to lock in. Oh, shit. Ah, too late. Good first run, good first run. I just messed up that timing really, really bad. Watch this, I'm gonna do it with this much health. No hit, here we go. Okay. Nice lag, nice lag. Oh, I... Whoa! My timing was garbage. Excuse me for a second. Oh, I'm dead. I'm still alive. Come on, stop ticking. Stop ticking. Stop ticking. Oh. No. I'm dead. No. Okay, I know how to do it now. Oh, camera, camera, camera. Oh, my timing again. Please chill. Bleed, my boy! Oh, fuck. And he's dead. Woo! I don't know why I was struggling so hard at the start, but I got him. We're gonna have to respec. Oh, sad. After respecking, it's time to take on my worst nightmare, Gideon. Lucky for me, Malekith's blade has an attack that staggers NPCs. But it still took me a few attempts to take him down. Wow! No way! You're spamming! Oh! Oh! Gideon, why are you so weird? Stop spamming. Stop spamming. Goodbye, Gideon. Now give me your weapon. Now that we have Gideon's weapon, it's time to grab Bogart's big balls. Wait a minute. Sorry, Bogart. After that, we go to pick up Cragblade to help with stance damage, and then we have to go grab Smithing Stone Bell Bearings so that we can level up the balls. Now that my balls are max level, it's time for Godfrey, and he was cake. I got him to phase 2 twice, and then was able to take him down on the 3rd attempt. Oh my god. Woohoo. I was goofing there. Now that we have Godfrey's axe, it is time to go get our next weapon, the Great Stars. I went ahead and got it to 25 and put Cragblade on it. Now it's time to go take on Radabeast. As always, Radagon was pretty easy, and I only struggled on Elden Beast because he likes to run away a lot. So it took a few attempts, but eventually I was able to take them down. It was easy. Too easy. And there we go. Beating Elden Ring using only boss or NPC weapons. It was honestly a pretty fun challenge, and it allowed me to use a lot of different weapons that I normally wouldn't use. As always, thank you so much for the support on all of my videos, and if you haven't already, then please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.